So right now there are a lot of computers shaking in fear, about to be tested to the limits. Expect smoke, fire and definite performance issues, floppy drives. There is a possible Crysis Remaster, remake or even a new Crysis game on the horizon. After almost 4 years of no activity, the Crysis Twitter came to life over the last few days, saying this: "Receiving data and Nomad, you're still with us."
Hey Nomad, you still with us?
Now that's a cutscene from the original Crysis where Jester asks Nomad, in fact, "Are you still with us?" So the Twitter coming alive after years of inactivity looks to be hinting more at a remaster or remake than a new chapter in the franchise, which is a shame. I would love a Crysis 4. I mean, Crysis in general was such a cool fucking game. Having the ability to power kick a dumpster into an enemy or pick objects up and throw them, snap necks, go stealth, it was just really fun to play. Now, truth be told, Crysis 1 still looks pretty good for its age if your PC can run it, and right now remasters and remakes are a growing trend for a lot of development studios, with the majority of players really enjoying them. So to remake the benchmark makes sense, especially with upgraded graphics along the lines of what Crytek are doing with games like Hunt Showdown. I can already imagine a jungle environment with lighting, atmosphere and the ambience that Hunt Showdown can put out. Easily one of the eeriest games I have played, also a lot of fun if you haven't played Hunt Showdown. Now Nomad was the main playable character in Crysis 1, and with these tweets it's looking like we can expect to don this suit again and go on another rampage against the North Korean forces on the island, and of course the hidden Ceph enemies as well. Now for the next part I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on, right? It's more hope than anything else on my part. Recently Crytek showcased their new engine, and at the end of that video we seen new footage of a beautiful island environment similar to the setting of Crysis 1, which is where a lot of this kind of Crysis 1 remaster kind of thought process is coming from. But the new footage of an island environment is also similar to the island we seen at the end of Crysis 3, with Prophet, who is living on that island, has absorbed his nanosuit or altered it to look like his human self, where he throws the Raptor Squad's dog tags into the water and then walks off in stealth mode. So let me cling to the very slim chance, and it is a very slim chance, that it might be Crysis 4 by hoping that first of all Nomad is still alive, even though he apparently dies in the Crysis comics by sacrificing himself and jumping in front of a bullet, but it is still left unsure as to whether or not he actually died. It is hinted that he's still alive because he was left behind with only Psycho to prove his death. So let me hope that Prophet is now reaching out to him by using that line, and it is a new game with either one of them or even both of them as the lead characters, taking on a new Ceph or a new Cell threat. I know, slim feckin' chance, right? But I'm kind of hoping, so don't dash my hopes against the rocks. Now, I could go one further. What if Psycho is now the head of Cell? I mean, Psycho was cut out of his suit, it changed him, and we seen him gunning down the board members of Cell at the end of Crysis 3 in a hidden cutscene with the help of something stealthed, and he was always a character that could cross over to the evil side. Personally, that's what I felt like with him anyway. But again, that's just me hoping. Off with the tinfoil hat, the suits are supposed to alter the owners if they come into contact with certain Ceph DNA, so maybe Nomad got altered. Again, hoping. Crysis 3 dropped 7 years ago, so the franchise has gathered a lot of dust in those 7 years, and it still looks and plays as good as a lot of games being released today. So the old meme of Crysis being the benchmark was there for a reason, and it might just very well be the same thing with the remaster. Expect your PC to suffer. Crysis was always a beautiful game full of destructible environments, lighting effects, beautiful surroundings, and one overpowered nanosuit kicking the absolute crap out of everything that got in its way. So there is the possibility that sometime, hopefully this year, maybe towards the end of the year, you could get to do it all over again, or for the first time if you've never played Crysis 1. Now let me know what you think about getting your hands on a remastered Crysis, if you think it would be incredible or whether you would prefer a 4th installment. Don't forget to like the video or don't, subscribe or don't, and as always, thanks for watching.